I grew up in Philadelphia in the late 1940s and 1950s, and I had a vegetarian aunt, my mother's older sister, who was a spinster school teacher and had charge of me on Saturdays because both of my parents worked. She used to take me to museums and do things in Philadelphia, and she would try in her own way to indoctrinate me into her ways of living, which she was a health nut. And in those days, that was really more emphasis on the nut than the healthy living. There was one health food store in downtown Philadelphia that she used to take me to, and it was a pretty weird place. And this was so off the mainstream in the early 1950s. And my Aunt Rebecca introduced me. Actually, there were a number of wonderful things she introduced me to, which nobody I knew ate. They were things like avocados, mangoes, raw cashews, which were totally exotic in Philadelphia in the 1950s. So I'm very grateful to her for that. She also made some things that were truly dreadful. She had this belief that all the nutrition was in the external parts of things like pineapples. So she was the first person I knew who had a blender. And she made a drink in which the entire pineapple with the top and the rind went into the thing. You know, when you drink this and it sort of tasted good, and then you get all these prickers in your throat. So it was a mixed bag. But years later, when I became a vegetarian, I think the rest of my family was horrified and thought that this was the spirit of Aunt Rebecca that had come back to manifest itself.